What's going on, Playboy? What's up? Everybody, do me a favor, hit the like button and then type right down in the comment section, JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig, JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig, JBTP. Sorry, dude. Look at what you joined. Look at what you joined. I did a quick drive around on my computer last night, on my other computers, not on this one, where I'd pull up all the links. And I just looked for recruitment across America for policing. Boston, LA, Chicago, they all need cops. Nobody will sign up to be a cop. Nobody wants to be a jackboot thug pig. Not if you're a smart, intelligent person, you have any other skill. If you can do any other skill. I'll give you a simple example, right? A guy from the NFL, he's 28 years old. I can't remember his name, but I just read his story last night. He retired from the NFL at 28. So just imagine how good you are to make the NFL. You are a super athlete. And he retired from the NFL to sell Pokemon cards. And it's a multi-million-dollar business. So it's not like he's taking a pay cut. But he said, why would I want to do a job where I'm going to bash my head in, bash my body in, and make a certain amount of money, whereas I can make the same amount of money, even more maybe, and I can do it for the rest of my life. He said, I'm really sore. My fingers hurt from opening so many packets of cards. So if you have any skills, why would you sign up to be a jackboot thug pig? If you could do anything else, why wouldn't you do that? Because as soon as you put that badge on, I mean, just tell me, instead of me leading you, just tell me, how do you feel about any person when you see them as a copper? Just tell me in the comments. That way I'm not leading you. But just tell me, when you see a copper, what is the first thing you feel or think in your head and in your heart? You're scared, or you don't like him, or you don't trust him, right? I mean, fill in your own answers. But if you're a cop and you're watching this, read the comments. If you're watching this next week, next month, next year, write in the comments real quick. When you see a cop, what do you feel? Just tell me what you feel. Now, imagine someone you knew went down and signed up to work at a pig shack. Now, how do you feel? Picture your friend or your cousin or your brother, whoever it is, picture them dressed up like a pig. How do you feel about that person and the choice that they made? I don't know. I don't know how you feel. Write it in the comment section. Tell me if someone that you knew, whatever, just make your own scenario. You knew them since you were a kid. You knew them for they're a friend of yours, a friend, someone who's, I have very few friends, but nervous, says Victor. I mean, how do you feel about that person? So all the cops can read this. I need you guys to drop the comments. I need the cops to read this. This is how people feel when you sign up to be a pig, a jackboot thug pig, JBTP. You're going to see it now. It'll go all across the country. You'll see JBTP. It'll become just like ACAB, maybe bigger, because jackboot thug pig is appropriate. That's how I feel about you. I think you're a jackboot thug pig. You can put on a shine and be as nice as apple pie when I'm filming you and talking to you. What do I think about you? I think that if one of your friends in blue grabbed me and put me in a headlock, you would help him. As you sit here and say what a good person you are, how you're here to uphold rights, you signed up to help people. I'll ask you, who'd you help? You don't have an answer, but you help some people. You know, you don't have a list. You can't tell me any names, but you help some people. I signed up to help people. Who've you helped? Some people. And you're doing a good job interviewing with me. You sound great on camera, but I think you're a jackboot thug pig in my heart. I think you're the enemy of the people. I think you're the devil. I think you're the guy who takes people to the dungeon and drops them off in Satan's lair. That's what I think. That's what I think of you. That's what I think of you, and I can't change it. That's what you do. So it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. It is what it is. These guys, they sign up for this and they wonder why people hate them. They wonder why people walk up and start cursing them out. Look at how the people you work with behave. And they don't get arrested by the other cops. No cop, you don't ever see a cop jump on top of another cop, rip his hands behind his back, and put him in handcuffs. I'll give anybody $100. Send me the video of a cop jumping on top of another cop in the middle of an action because that cop violated someone's rights, or grabbed him and thrown him up against the wall. There's only one video of a woman who pulled a higher ranking cop, higher ranking pig, off of the guy he was beating in the back of the car and she pulled him off, and that video went viral. Everybody here knows what I'm talking about already, don't you? Put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. You know the video where that chick grabbed that dude by the back of his shirt and pulled him out of the car where he was beating on a suspect. And then he turned around, grabbed her by the throat and pushed her back. And then he got fired and charged. That video went viral. How come? How come? Why'd the video go viral? Because it never happens. Because you're a jackboot thug pig, bro. Think about the logic I just gave to you, the cop watching this. Why'd that video go viral? Because you don't do it. Because none of them do it. Because they're jackboot thug pig Nazis. That's why. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That's just the simple truth. They are frickin' Nazis. Just the way it is.
Get in my car right now, Mom, and get out of the car. For no reason. Come up, bro. Open the door.
You're looking at video released from the Florence Police Department after a video clip of an arrest went viral. Police say they pulled over driver Michael Stanford after he failed to turn into the gas station you see there. You can see the whole clip on fox54.com. The police department also made a statement on Facebook. The statement says in part, quote, because this incident has become part of the public discourse.
Because our cops are so horrible.
And has garnered much public attention. The matter warrants a public response, end quote. They also said, quote, it has been concluded that the officer's actions in this case are justified and appropriate, unquote. That full statement is also on fox54.com.
Wow. Wow. So they said that it warranted a response, and the response that it warranted is that the officer's actions were appropriate and warranted. What we see again? They went to pull a car over. The car guy didn't want to get out of the car because if you get out of the car, what happens to you? Tell me right now. Tell me, what happens to you when you get out of the car? What happens to you? I don't know. I pretend I never have to deal with cops. Tell me, you're an American. You live in America, even if you're not an official American yet, but you live there, right? Tell me what happens to you when you come out of the car. I just want to know. Can you tell me? What do they do to you? Reprehensible Reptile said you're dead. You could die. So is there the fear of death? I just want to know. Can you comment for me? I just want people to read this. So if you're watching this video in 2027, just tell me, do you fear you could be killed if you get out of the car with the cops there? Your leg can get torn off? We saw that. They tore the guy's leg off. I mean, torture cuffed, POW treatment. So that's what can happen to you. And so this cop didn't want to get out of the car, but their policy and procedure and the white supremacist Supreme Court law, sorry guys, for the white folks, you don't like hearing it? It's true. The laws of you getting out of the car are based on white supremacy. They're based on racism. Terry versus Ohio is based on racism. Pennsylvania versus Mims is based on racism. Got to get that N-er out of the car. Can't let that N-er sit in the car. That's what it's all based on. That's what it's all based on. Can't let that N-er. Don't let that N-word. Don't let him sit in the car. It's based on that. It's based on racism. It's Floyd Wallace will tell you. Not everything's racist, guys. It's not. You hear me say all the time, they would do that to anybody. You could say they're doing it to a black man. They would do it to anybody. You getting out of the car, though? Racist. 100% racist. Terry versus Ohio started in 1963. What else was going on? The Black Panther movement. They timed it perfect. The assassination of Martin Luther King in April. Right after that, you got Robert Kennedy's assassinated. 4 days later, Terry versus Ohio. We can grab you in case you got weapons. Right after Robert Kennedy was assassinated. 4 days later, June 6th, June 10th, 1968. I mean, I hate to point out the truth. Don't tell the truth. That's not critical race theory. That's the freaking facts of history, baby. Those are the real facts. That's not watered down bullshit. Those are the real facts of history. You want to know the truth? Come here. You want people to lie to you? Go wherever you want. I won't lie to you.